الصراط المستقيم.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi barakatuh. Another episode of Sirat Mustaqeem, and we have once again Jasiah Khalid as well as Jeremiah Huran Musa, and inshallah ta'ala we will talk today about the lifestyle change that's bring after they took the Shahada. Assalamu alaikum once again.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So I know that after taking the Shahada is one of the challenges. Definitely you have your previous lifestyle, and all of a sudden Islam demand a very different lifestyle, right? And I want to go how you go through on those lifestyle changes and how you make yourself, right, correct yourself, because Islam demand that one. The things which are before haram, now you have to leave those things, and now you have to do the right way, right? So I want to start with Jasiah, with you, that how you change your lifestyle.
For me, I'd say it was as simple as really believing. You know, when you truly believe in Allah and you know Allah knows best for you, and that those people who, for example, have you going towards the haram don't have your best interests, it's easier to be like, you know what, let me go the path that Allah wants me to go on and see what the blessings will be for going that route instead of following maybe my desires or what other people want me to do to maintain like that what would you call it? Like people being fond of you, for example, you know? We only live here to please Allah, right?
Yes.
And for me, it was as simple as, you know, you want to try and see how it goes, you know, because you won't know what's on the other side until you start that journey of reaching there. And I'd say like some of the hardest things for me was probably the prayer, you know, getting used to it. At first it kind of felt like a burden because you're so in this dunya that you're like, oh, I have to like chill. Like, it almost reminded me of being in school, and it's like instead of being out at recess, you're in the office. And then, you know, like resetting your whole mentality of, okay, I'm not here for myself, I'm here for Allah. And, you know, once I realized Islam is a blessing from Allah, it's not a burden. Then I was able to understand, okay, this is a glass half full that I have here, not half empty.
Okay, mashallah. So 5-time prayers is another, because it's not easy. In the other religion, you don't have this much of things that you have to do every day. In the Islam, when you come, you have to pray 5 times, right? Jeremiah, how you feel that lifestyle change? Especially, what are the something that when you left your previous life and you take the Shahada, and then now you're completely 360-degree out of phase, right? You're completely changed. How you took that?
So, you know, when I first became Muslim, the praying was very easy. But, like, I mean, wanting to pray was easy, but finding the place to pray, like, even sometimes I found I was going in the middle of the woods and it's snowing, and I have to, like, put, like, a shirt down or something and pray in the snow outside or something. Or sometimes I'm praying in the middle of construction sites, and sometimes it's difficult, you know. Like people, if you're praying in a construction site, sometimes they'll say, hey, is there something wrong with you? Are you okay? And you can't respond, you have to keep praying. Or sometimes if I was at my mother's house, she'd come in and try to talk to me, and I can't talk with her until she figured out that I can't really respond about that. And then, you know, aside from praying, fasting can be very difficult. Like at first, for the first number of years, in fact, you know, I found fasting very difficult until I figured out some techniques. And then social norms and people who will, once they find out you're Muslim, they start asking you questions and you're lacking the knowledge. So you don't really know how to answer those questions when they, especially if they attack you. But then there always is an answer, but when you're first Muslim, you don't know that there's an answer to everything until you find out. So those would be most of the things that I struggled with.
So people try to do, so one of the thing definitely. So how difficult you find out, because in the when you are praying 5 times, the most of the things that now you have to learn the Surah Fatiha, you have to learn some of the chapters, some part of this ayat, right? Your Quranic sources as well. So how difficult is for you, and somebody really help you, both of you?
For me, it was definitely something to practice until I got it. I did have some brothers who are Somali, who spoke Arabic more to get me to help with the pronunciation of the words. And once they showed me, okay, this is how you say it, and then in the jail they have a book called the prayer, I believe it was called,
Yeah.
and it had all the words.
Mashallah, in the English as well. They're
Yes.
written in like, yeah.
Yes. And for me, it was more like, okay, I know Allah will not burden me more than I can handle. And it's my intentions He really is looking at, in a place like that, to be prioritizing praying while everybody else is doing something else. I was like, okay, let me take this one step at a time so that when I do it, I do it properly. And within a week, I'd say I knew the whole prayer. Alhamdulillah, when you're in there, you have a lot of time
Mashallah.
to lock in.
No, this is a great, because if you learn in 1 week, really is a blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, definitely, and your motivation.
Yes.
So because self motivation is very important. How you go to that journey, Jeremiah?
For me, pre-Islam, before I found out about Islam, I was a musician and like a singer, and even I wrote my own songs and stuff, and had my own equipment and everything, and and I used to play at parties and stuff. So part of memorizing stuff like that was part of my life, like a big, strong part of it. So when I went to memorize Quran, it was just like it was very easy because it was taking that same thing that I was already adjusted to and adapting it. Like same as with memorizing music, you just write a couple lines on and you keep reciting it back to yourself on a piece of paper. You could be at work and you just look at the paper and you try to memorize it, and then you write the next one and the next one. And basically it was very easy for me, and even pronouncing, it's very musical, almost type of thing to figure out the Arabic.
Okay, mashallah. Yeah. And there are a lot of things are now available on YouTube, everywhere on the social media. Is a lot of help is already there, right? There are a lot of websites are there. There's so many people did their really amazing work on those things. Write the books. They are the voice books are there. So many things are there, mashallah. And I hope our audience understand that how the lifestyle change took place in your life as well. And also you will understand that we are the Muslims as well, we have to change our lifestyle. When the Ramzan come, I see that everybody change their lifestyle. Before, we are not praying, maybe not going every time to the mosque for praying in the Jama'ah, but now everybody trying to go as much to the mosque and trying to pray with the Jama'ah. And I hope that this Ramzan also you all go with your families, with your children to the mosque and pray as much as salah in the masajid as well. Inshallah, we will come back with another exciting episode of Sirat Mustaqeem with Jasiah Khalid and Jeremiah Ran. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.